Hi guys, I'm Mombi. Welcome to Mompreneur Society, where we talk everything business, entrepreneurship, and personal growth. Today, I'd like to talk about negative self-talk regarding our finances and how we can change it by renewing our mindsets. The power of words is how they have control and influence in your life and mine. Whether spoken out aloud or privately as a secret conversation within ourselves, words can be our friends or our foe. Your words matter. The words you use when speaking to yourself out loud or with others can impact everything. If you tell yourself things like, I've never been good with money, I hate budgets, I will never be a six-figure earner, then this is negative self-talk. If you've ever had these statements coming out of your mouth or in your head, then you're engaging in this damaging habit. By telling yourself these lies, yes, they are lies, you're reinforcing the beliefs that go along with them. What you visualize and you believe is what becomes true. Your words become your reality. Tell yourself that you're not good with money and you won't be. Believe that budgets are horrible chores to be reviled, and the chances are that you'll actually resist creating one. If you convince yourself that you can never earn a six-figure income, then you won't. And this is not the secret, it's actually a scientific fact, which is known as self-fulfilling prophecy. This kind of self-talk results in poor performance simply because we act as if it's already true. For instance, if you tell yourself that you'll never be a six-figure earner, what happens is that you'll not do the things that six-figure business owner would do. So, for example, you will not work to grow your email list because you will tell yourself that no one is reading your emails anyway. You won't increase your coaching fees because you'll tell yourself that it's not like I'm a top earning popular coach. And you will not build a brand worthy of a six-figure income because in your mind you're already telling yourself that at my current income level, a beautiful brand is not necessary. By contrast, if you act and think as if you're already a six-figure earner, you're going to approach your business quite differently. Your confidence levels will increase. You'll present a very different brand to your prospective clients, and chances are you'll go out of your way to connect with those who can and will afford to pay for your higher coaching prices or your higher training courses prices. So what can we do to combat negative self-talk? The first thing you need to do is make a note of any situations in your life that could have led to your thoughts. For example, maybe there was a friend in your life, could be a spouse or another family member, who continually berated you for your spending habits. So there's a high chance that your words that I'm no good with money can be laid down at that person's feet and you can turn your thinking around. It could also be the fact that you're projecting. Projecting or projection is a defense mechanism where we assume that others believe the negative thoughts that we already have about ourselves. And this can really make us wallow in self-esteem. Think about the times you've put out a negative statement about yourself to other people. So basically, you don't need other people to judge you. You're already judging yourself. And then you start believing that the other person is the one who came up with the idea. For example, if I have a friend called Alice and I tell her that I'm going to plan my business so well so that I can take 2 weeks off to go on vacation. And Alice looks at me with a smirk and says, "Oh, that would be nice." Now, I could assume that the smirk means that Alice doesn't believe I can be organized enough to delegate and take time off my business. But the truth is, Alice is actually relating to my desire to relax and is thinking, I really wish I could take time off too. I'm so overloaded with work that it actually seems impossible to even entertain the thought of a holiday. So let me give you an example of myself. Before I started this YouTube channel, I had made a couple of videos and spent so much time criticizing them that I couldn't actually post them. So I was worried about many things. One of them was I was worried about my accent, and this is actually weird because I don't actually have a problem communicating with people face to face. In one video, I was actually worried that my shirt was a little bit creased and I didn't want to put the video out. So I wasn't even worried about the content. And then I remember having this conversation with two of my friends, Nix and Wamboi. And even as I said it to them, it sounded so ridiculous. And so eventually I I started the channel, here we are, and I knew all my thoughts were actually projections. No one had told me any of those things. No one could care if my shirt was a little bit creased. And luckily, I became aware of my negative self-talk, and I was able to progress and start this channel. So the goal with managing self-talk is not necessarily to stop it completely. A little self-criticism can be a good thing. It can give you a reality check that will motivate you to be a better person or do better things with your business. But there is a big difference between saying, I need to start saving 10% of my income, to saying things like, I'm always broke, I will never be able to save for my own home at this rate, I hate budgets, people will not pay premium prices for this amazing course because I'm not a famous coach. And while doing this, there are two things you do not want to do. And I learned this from a gentleman called Jim Quick. So you do not fight your negative thoughts, and you do not fight for them. Don't fight them means you don't fight thinking about this. So for example, if I tell you right now, do not think of a green lion, do not think of a green lion, do not think of a green lion, do not think of a green lion. What are you thinking about? A green lion. And this is because what you resist persists. So the other thing is, don't fight for them. A lot of people fight for their limitations. So you keep talking about how bad you are with money, you don't know how to save, you talk about how keeping an account of expenses is so hard, you're so overloaded with work and you can't keep up. The thing is, if you continue to fight for your limitations, you get to keep them. If you argue for your limits, you get to keep them. So in conclusion, what am I saying? I'm saying that we have an instrument within us, and that's our mind and our ability to acknowledge and notice what we are thinking and how we react to the thoughts that are happening and streaming through us. It is constant. Remember, your words become your reality. Just as negative self-talk becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, so does positive self-talk. Reframe your thinking, and your business finances and your personal finances will certainly improve. I hope this has been helpful, and if you've enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss on any future posts.